For over 45 years, James Rumsey Technical Institute has helped people throughout the 4-state area define and reinvent themselves. With our hands-on learning approach, you will broaden your skills, build on your strengths, and discover your passion.
I am 48 years old, going on 49, and don't think it's too late. It's never too late. We've learned so much, I feel like my head's about ready to explode. Everything from electrical to sheet metal, duct work, refrigeration. It's a lot of hands-on. We spend half of our day in the lab.
You're not just sitting here with your face in the book. You're down there, you're working on stuff, you're getting your hands dirty, busting knuckles, and it makes the time go by a lot faster. When you leave here, you can work on anything from the smallest mini fridge to the biggest chiller on top of the mall.
This industry is ever growing, ever changing, but never disappearing. I mean, everybody needs heating and air conditioning. It gets busier all the time. It's not something that's going to be here today and gone tomorrow. We find every year we're in business, we're busier and busier and busier because more people move to this area. We're now a DC suburb. It's not going to go away. So it's a great trade to be into. It's a great facility there. In fact, I don't know of a better facility as far as all the tools they have to work with, the space they have to work with there. Employers, they don't care necessarily, are you 20 years old or you're 40 years old. We're looking for people with the willingness to want to learn and to grow with a company. So, and Rumsey can set you up for that.
When I first got out of the Army, not too long ago, I was discharged. I was injured in Iraq. So I could not use my military skills, and I needed a new career field. In basic training, you expect to get yelled at by your drill instructors. This was nothing that I expected. I had no idea what I was expecting.
I figured if I'm gonna have to work forever, I might as well do something I enjoy doing. And I felt as though the only way to get ahead is to go to a traditional 4-year school. I needed that piece of paper to say that this guy knows this stuff. Now you can hire him. I'm not running in a gym. I'm working on what I need to be working on to be successful in my career.
Rumsey's a great school. Their classes focus on the skills that are needed in the job description that you're going into school for. And they have a great placement service just due to the fact that the training is that intense. And when you get done, people are looking for people that graduate because it's what they're looking for, it's what they need.
They teach you electronics. You know, they teach you mechanical skills, electronic skills where you not only can work and apply it here in the printing plant, but you can apply it in any industry.
At 38 years old, I thought, it was the wrong choice for me to go back to school, but you're never too old to go back to school, commercial or residential. There's always a job out there for an electrician.
People like myself that are hands-on mentally and physically need this class. This has given me a confidence boost in life that I really needed after being discharged from the military.
My love for food really started when I was like 15 or 16. It's something that's really close to my heart and that I love doing. So now that I'm in this class and I'm learning even more than I did before, I feel like there's no limit to what I can do with food. The experience that we get here is the same experience that we would get in a professional setting. I'm actually disabled, and it gets very demanding and very stressful, but what I do to keep up with the class as a disabled individual is I just have my head in the game and I just go for it. I don't let anybody stop me. I don't let anybody tell me what I can and can't do. I let my passion sort of speak for itself.
James Rumsey assisted in forging the beginning of my career. Their kitchen has a lot of equipment that you'll see in just about any big operation. Their lab was a great place to work one-on-one with the chef in an intimate setting. This industry requires a person that is extremely dedicated, adaptable, able to work in a fast-paced environment, a creative person. The Purple Iris is a place where we hold weddings. We have a 30-seat fine dining restaurant. We do all types of on-site catering, off-site catering. It's not just your everyday, 9 to 5 job. There's high seasons, low seasons, peak points. It's never a dull moment in this industry.
It's a lot to handle, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun because even if I have to, sweat and get wet and dirty and gross, the fact that I'm making somebody's day with a beautiful plate of food makes my day.
The industry's changed greatly since I was a technician. I'm going to tell you, 60% of our work is actually electrical or electronic, and it can be a lot more difficult than people think. The students that we get out of Rumsey, they have all the basics down. They want to work. That's a big thing anymore, is sometimes finding somebody who actually just wants to work. Since 1985, we've hired between 20 and 30 individuals from James Rumsey from the automotive section. All but 2 of my technicians have come out of James Rumsey.
I thought it would be just a classroom setting, but it wasn't like that at all. There's a big facility here. You got 4 lifts, maybe only 20 students or so. There's plenty of room and a good facility to work on things with.
Everybody's got to have a car. You don't have to just clean them. You can work on them, rebuild them, restore them. When I went to James Rumsey, they step-by-step showed me what I had to do to get into school, get my funding.
Honestly, this course, whether you take it and you don't like it, or you take it and you make this a career, at the end of the day, it's tools in your toolbox. It's knowledge that you didn't have before. That's the bottom line.
Here at Miller Auto Group, our motto is, your satisfaction is our reputation. So we go to great lengths, choosing the right individuals to meet that end.
Well, I didn't start until 4 or 5 years out of high school because all the schools were far away. And when I found out about James Rumsey, it was really convenient. I would consider this class challenging, yes. It's a lot to learn, but it's rewarding. It's worth it.
I enjoyed everything about the course. I didn't know how much I wanted it until it was right there. Once I actually got accepted into the program, kind of just started steamrolling into a passion for what the future might hold, and felt like I was getting out of a rut. Cristallo Blue is a salon and spa.
We do massage therapy, facials, body wraps, body waxing. We're a hair salon too. To be successful in this industry, you have to have connection with your client. You have to know what they want, their needs, the ability to perform the needs, to listen to feedback, to continue to be what the client needs you to be.
I still don't feel like I've had to work a single day. I mean, when I do leave the spa, not a lot of other jobs make me feel a sense of accomplishment as I do when I leave here. It's an awesome feeling.
This is the GLS Weekly Learning Center, and this Learning Center has been located at James Rumsey for more than 35 years. We serve a diverse population, anyone from the age of 17 or older, and that's what makes this job so phenomenal. Everybody who walks in the door has a different story, a different background, and no day is the same. We have structured classes, and we have a calendar that has every day of the week filled with different classes and times. If that doesn't suit, somebody needs more one-on-one attention, we have tutors who come in specifically for math. I like to think that this is less school appearing and more a learning type collegiate environment in here, and that's what we try to promote. If you are trying to decide whether now is the time to finish that high school diploma, achieve your high school equivalency diploma, improve your skills so that you can go on to post-secondary education, now is the time. In order for you as an adult to make an informed decision, as an employee, as a member of the community, and as a parent, you need to be as well educated and as knowledgeable as you can be.
Well, I've always wanted to be a nurse, and James Rumsey has a really good reputation in the community, so I decided that this was a good place for me to go. I really enjoy the hands-on experience. We get to go to clinicals 3 days a week, so it's not like we're sitting in a classroom all day.
I would say that in this economy we're in, there's definitely job security in this position because it's in such high demand, and there's definitely a lot of potential to grow. You may have started as a CNA, and then you can become an LPN, RN, BSN, and so on, masters. You can even become a nurse practitioner with a solid base like this.
So I'm the type of guy who likes to be moving around, and I don't like to stand still. So I like the fact where we could be involved, and the learning experience here is good. We get to learn every aspect of the body from head to toe and specific details that we're going to need to know for the surgeries that we have.
When I found out that I could get my certification in 1 year instead of having to spend the next 4 to 6 years in college, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. Within like 6 weeks of starting the program, we were in the hospitals, working directly with the doctors, passing the instruments, and getting the confidence that we need for that when we're done here, we know we can go out and get employment.
Because of Rumsey and having our work relationship with them, we're able to view the students and see them in the actual workplace. I'm very confident in the students that come from Rumsey Surgical Tech program because we've been able to witness them on the job. They spend enough clinical time here that we actually get to know their personality, we get to know their work ethic, we get to see, are they really meant to be a surgical technologist? We do look for students from Rumsey because we can count on them to be caring, compassionate, confident. That is the kind of nursing staff and surgical technician staff that we're looking for here at Berkeley Medical Center.
I had some advice from some local friends. They assured me that it was one of the best truck driving schools in the state. The attention to detail in this course is by far what I expected, and I'm actually really happy because I'm a very detail-oriented person. I feel like it has put me where I need to be so I can get out on the road safely.
A lot of the students that come out of James Rumsey are well-coached, well-trained, and ready for their next driving job. It takes somebody with some flexibility. To be successful in this industry, you need to be flexible, especially with your time, because you will be away from home. It is a different lifestyle.
Everybody is always going to need something delivered. If it wasn't for the truckers, you wouldn't have food at the grocery store. You know, this industry is just like a tire wheel, and you have the spokes. And the spokes are the truck drivers. If you don't have those spokes, you don't have a wheel. You know, everything basically revolves around the driver. You are always going to need a driver.
For me, the end result of this class, yes, CDL, I've got that. Yes, I'm going to walk away, probably have a job by a week or two, I'm sure. But that I can take this skill anywhere in the country. And that's pretty much my goal.
SROC is a world-class organization where we manufacture cement for all types of industry. We're the 5th largest producer of cement in the world. The investment that Italcementi Group is put in West Virginia through SROC is a $650 million capital improvement project, in which is the largest capital improvement project in the history of the state of West Virginia. SROC is a state-of-the-art facility. And with that state-of-the-art facility, you need skilled laborers and skilled tradesmen that can actually function in the atmosphere that was provided with the new upgrade. That's where James Rumsey comes into play. They provide us with skilled labor. We need employees that can hit the ground running, that have already been trained in these top technologies, where they can come in, they can perform. And that's what we get from James Rumsey, a top quality student that can perform in this type of an environment.
It really prepared me for my day-to-day life compared to just setting myself up for a career. There's a lot of life lessons that I've learned going through James Rumsey that I didn't expect to have. It's definitely worth it. I think blue collar is where it's at. I know a lot of people that go to four-year colleges and then they graduate and they come to me asking, what I do to get here.
The one thing that we like about James Rumsey is the technical skills that they learn while they're in school. They can apply it here from day one when they're on the job. Having James Rumsey in our backyard is a great resource to have, not only for SROC, but for other industry within this region. And that's why we value the education that's being provided by James Rumsey and their students who have become employees for SROC.
So what's stopping you? Choose from our many affordable training programs. We'll be sure to give you the knowledge and experience employers are looking for. Take that first step towards the rest of your life and trust James Rumsey Technical Institute. We're the experts.